Hello you guys, so it is January 6th and it is the start of this vlog, and I'm sitting here kind of frazzled and a little stressed and tired because the book experience, I just went to Barnes & Noble and that experience was the worst experience I've ever had book shopping. I normally am so like zen when I'm book shopping and it's therapeutic for me, but this time it was not, and it's all because of Gemina, the second book in the Illuminae File series. To say that it was an experience is an understatement. We went there, okay, and we went to a Barnes & Noble about 20 minutes from my house. And we get there, and we asked them to help me find it because I can't find it anywhere. They have like 20 copies of Illuminae, no copies of Gemina. So we go ask one person, and she says, this book hasn't been published yet. When I know for a fact it's been published because I have seen it with my eyes in bookstores. I have held it in my hands, debating on whether or not to just grab it already or give the first book a try and then come and see, see if I like the first book and everything. But so I do that, and I don't get the book, and then so anyway, this worker's telling me that it's not published, it's not here, it's not going to be published until January 16th of 2018. And I know that's not true. So then we leave this girl because I just think that she's like not like she's insane or something. And so we ask another worker and she says the same thing, that the book is not published. And I said, yes, it is. And the fact of the matter is that they didn't have the book. They were out of stock and they didn't want me taking my business elsewhere. So they told me that it wasn't published yet. And that's just all there is to it. And that's all that happened. And they didn't want to lose commission. So they had us order it online in the computer there to get delivered to my house January 17th, which they claimed is the actual publishing date. And so I said, that's not right. And we asked, is it anywhere in other Barnes & Nobles? And they looked it up. They said there was no Barnes & Nobles that had this book because it hasn't been published yet. And I knew that she was lying. I knew she was lying. So we ordered the damn book, and then we're at lunch and we're looking at Barnes & Noble, and it says that there is one in stock that's 30 minutes away from where we are. So we get in the car and we drive 30 minutes to get this book because there's one copy left. And I just wanted to prove this isn't even about reading the book tonight. I might not even read this book tonight. It was just about proving that I knew that it was fucking published. I knew it was published. Because the third book is coming out in March. And I was like, I know that the second book has been out. And it's been out for like a year. Like, I knew that for a fact. You guys, I got the damn book. And I am so happy I've got the book. Because I almost started crying this whole day. It's just been so stressful. I'm upset that I got blatantly lied to by 2 employees. When, I mean, why couldn't they just tell me, hey, we're out of stock? You're not crazy. It's actually, why would you lie about, my mom's in here. That's like who I'm looking at right now. But I was just so upset and I was irritated throughout all of lunch. But anyways, on a good note, I've got the books and I bought some more books and I'll show you. So the next one I got.
Do you want to drive to go get it? Because let me think about it over lunch. One bite later. Yeah, we'll try to go get it.
Yeah, let me think about it over lunch. I take one bite of my pizza and I'm like, yeah, we can go get it. It's cool. Since you offered so nicely. But the other books that I got Talking as Fast as I Can by Lauren Graham. And my mom and I wanted to get this book because me and her are the real life Lorelai and Rory Gilmore. We are real life them. The only difference between me and us and them is that we do not fight as long as they do. Me and my mom, when we fight, maybe fight for like 10 minutes and then it's over and we're fine. These girls can fight for like months, which I don't see how they do that. But we also have the Audible version of this because we love hearing her talk and telling her stories. So we've got this. And then I bought Love, Life, and the List by Casey West. And this is just a book about like resolutions and goals. And this girl likes trying to get her life together. And I just figured it'd be a fun book to read in January because, that's kind of what January is about, making goals and resolutions. And I just thought it kind of sounded cute. Everybody's talking about it on BookTube, so you guys are probably like, great, we heard about this again. But yeah. And then the last thing I got is the Grisha trilogy. This is what I've been wanting to get for a long time. So I've got Shadow and Bone. I've got Siege and Storm. And then I've got Run, and Rising. So I've got all 3 of those books, so that way I can read that and then start Six of Crows after I'm done reading this trilogy, because I don't know, I know I don't have to do that, but I just think it's, I don't know, I just want to get the whole experience, so that's what I'm doing, and it's not going to kill me. What's the matter?
Dad wants me to open the lid to the gummy worms, and he keeps nudging it with his nose.
Aww, don't you wish you had opposable thumbs?
Watch him.
Here, wait.
Okay, now, I've got to go eat. Or
So,
I've got to go watch more running.
I
Or listen.
am going to start reading either Jemina or Hunting Prince Dracula, or maybe I'll find another book. I'm just going to sit here and try to figure out what book I'm going to read next. And my mom is going to go cook and listen to the Audible version of Talking as Fast as You Can.
Books going, and I never
Yeah,
have
she's
done
got
that in
4
my
books
life.
going. I'm rubbing off on her. She never does that, but it's a fun time. So I will update you guys later on what I decide to read. And yeah. Hey everyone, so it has been a few hours later and I've actually taken a nap and just kind of been watching YouTube videos today. Been kind of lazy. But I'm about ready to sit and continue reading Hunting Prince Dracula for real. About to do it. I'm on page, what page am I on? I guessed last time. I'm on page 47. So I'm almost 50 pages through and I want to read a lot more than that today. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on this, but this is definitely the book that I want to read. I'm just in the mood for it. I miss Thomas. Thomas is like my new fictional boyfriend. I love him. I want him to like, and he would be so perfect for me because like I said, I feel like I am Audrey Rose reincarnated. Like I feel like that is me, or reincarnated. I don't know if that was the right phrase. I just relate to her so much, and my mom agrees with me too that we're very similar people. So yeah, and she thinks that I need a guy like Thomas in my life. So yeah, but I'm missing their relationship and they make me so happy and giddy. But that is what I'm going to be doing. Oh, and my mom and I just sat and talked. I said in my 2018 resolutions video that every single month I was going to do a readathon. So either a week-long readathon or a 24-hour readathon. I was going to do the biannual bibliothon in January, but I decided against it, and I just decided I want to do a 24-readathon instead. So yeah, I don't know when I'm going to do my first weekathon. I really want to do it soon, but I don't know. I just didn't want to do a whole week-long one for some reason. I don't know why, but we have scheduled it on Wednesday, January 10th is when we are going to do it. So on 12 a.m. on Wednesday we are going to start, and then we end at 11:59 the next day. So yeah, I'm so excited. We love our 24-hour readathons. Like I said, I don't know if we'll stay up all night. Last readathon was such a fail that I really, really hope that my health cooperates that day and that I can do some solid reading. And I'm not even going to do a TBR. Those are so pointless to me. I don't know why I even try. I'm going to get a set of books by me that I'm wanting to read, but I'm not going to be like, oh, for sure, you're going to pick 3 books and these are the 3 books that you're going to read. I would like to read more than 1 book during the 24-hour readathon, because the last time I only read 1, and I would have read more, but like you guys saw, I had a horrible physical and mental health day my last 24-hour readathon. It was awful. So I just need to be better the next time. So yeah, but that is when the readathon is scheduled. My mom will be participating with me, of course, and we are both really excited, and I'm excited it's this week, and it's going to be a solid 24 hour. And I know you guys are probably thinking, don't you guys do like 24-hour readathons every single day? We basically do, but we like drink a lot more coffee, or I take no-dose medication, and we just like stay up. Like the first night, or the last month, we stayed up the entire night, given we went to sleep the next morning for a few hours, but we still read quite a bit. So we read more than usual, and that's the point of a readathon, to read just more than what you normally do. So that is what we're doing. But I'm gonna go start reading this, and I will see you guys later. Bye. Hey you guys, so it is Sunday morning, and I'm just sitting in bed It's, I think, almost 10 o'clock, and I read a lot of, not a lot, but some of Prince Dracula last night. I'm on page am I on here? 150. So, I've gotten a good chunk of the way through, but I was telling myself, because this morning I was really going to try to go to church with my family, but I am in so much pain today because I'm able now to walk on my leg. I'm able to put pressure on it from my hip surgery. I still have to use the crutches for like balance and everything. They don't want me putting all of my pressure on it. Well, the first day I got told this, I may or may not have used my crutches all day. And now I'm paying for that. So I didn't use them. I just put them up, which I know is stupid. It's so stupid. I hate myself. I know that I shouldn't have done that, but I was so excited to walk and to be able to do things again that I kind of just didn't care, and now I can't walk without the crutches again. I cannot walk without my crutches. I am in so much pain. It is almost unbearable. And so, yeah. And I probably shouldn't have gone out yesterday, but I did. It's fine though. But anyways, last night was so funny because I kept telling myself I wanted to go to bed early so that way I could go to church if I was able. And I was sitting in my bed reading Hunting Prince Dracula, and then I would be reading, and then I'd be like, okay, you just have to get to 100 pages and you can go to sleep. I got to 100 pages, and then I was like, wait, I have to find out what happens. So I keep reading, and then the next thing I know, I have to find out what happens. So I ended up reading 50 more pages than what I needed to. I just wanted to get to 100 pages. I don't know why. I just really, really wanted to. But the book is so good that by the way, I was so tired. I couldn't even hardly keep my eyes open, but I had to know what happened, so I just kept going. And it finally got to a point where there wasn't a cliffhanger at the end of the chapter, and I was like, okay, I can manage to put this down now. But yeah, so it's so good. It's so good. Oh, I'm sorry. But I'm going to continue reading. That's what I'm going to do this morning, is just read. And I will give you guys an update later. Bye. Hey, you guys. So I meant to tell you, last night when I was reading, there is an LGBT character, 2 characters in this book, and I almost died when I read it. I was so excited. I was reading it, and you guys should have seen me. I had the biggest smile on my face. I started like giggling because I was just so like, oh, it was the sweetest thing ever. So Audrey is sitting in her room and she hears these noises, and she's like, what's happening? And she thinks someone's getting killed, which just makes it all the more better because these 2 people were just so passionate and it was just so funny. But she heard them, and then she walks in to the other room to investigate what's going on, and she sees the housemaid and one of the main character's sisters like making out. And she like turns red. She thinks it's like so sweet and nice. And of course, this book is set in the 1800s, so the 2 women who were kissing were obviously nervous and scared that she was gonna like disapprove and be awful to them. But she obviously wasn't. She's Audrey, like, you know, she's a very accepting person, and she, you know, knows what it feels like being a woman in medicine at that time, to feel like an outcast in society. So, but it was just so good. I'm just so happy there's LGBT characters in this. Like, I was just like so happy. I can't even explain it. And then I was even happier because the main character's sister, who I wasn't sure would support this, loves it. He loves her, and it's like amazing. I'm just so happy that Audrey and the main character that I'm talking about, that I won't say who I'm talking about because I think it's spoilers, are accepting and loving of them, and the sister's just so happy that she's an accepting person. And because, you know, oh my gosh, I can't even imagine in the 1800s how badly LGBTQ community was. Even today they're treated awful, but like today, and it's 2017, you hear awful stories about how they get treated because of who they love, and it's absolutely ridiculous, and I honestly just get very irritated. But more than irritated, infuriated. So I was just, I love that the author did this. I was so happy. I was just like, you should have seen me, you guys. I was sitting in my bed right there, and I just start screaming. Everybody's asleep in my house, and I'm like laughing, and it was just like such an unexpected twist. And I loved everybody's reactions. I loved all of it. I loved all of it. I was just so happy. And just because of that scene, I can say that this book is better than Stalking Jack the Ripper. I was gonna say that anyways, because just it's better so far, but that just like icing on the cake. So I just had to say that though, because it just made my whole life. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and continue reading, and I will see you guys later. Guys, so I'm just here to update you. I am halfway through Prince Dracula. It's Hunting Prince Dracula, but I keep calling it Prince Dracula. But I had to stop for a while because I'm having a very, very minor Crohn's episode. It's like no big deal. I'm just very, very, very nauseous. I'm thinking it's almost over. It's been like over an hour, and I'm hoping that it's coming to an end. I had to take some medicine. I'm worried the medicine's going to make me a little tired though. It's nausea medication, and it sometimes it knocks me out, and other times I can take it and it just gives me this calm feeling. Right now it's just giving me a very calm feeling, so I hope it's not making me tired. I think it depends on how tired I am to begin with, and I wasn't tired before, so but just some nausea, and I don't mind these. They're manageable. I can tolerate them. It's the big ones where I'm like crying on the floor, like in a ball, trying not to find ways to just pull my hair out and cry, but this was fine. This one's fine. It's really not that big of a deal, but I just want to tell you guys why I stopped reading, basically. I think I'm gonna be able to pick it up again though, and I hate when that happens because it always happens when there's such a good part, and then I'm like, okay, I cannot read this. Physically, I cannot read it because it's like me moving my eyes that much makes me even more nauseous, and I don't know. That's probably stupid, but yeah. And also, my face today is exceptionally puffy. Like, look at that little chin right here. And my cheeks are so puffy. Honestly, this is something I've been so insecure with in these videos, is how puffy I get. I cannot believe how swollen these steroids make me. It still just shocks me. By the way, I love filming and seeing my little Harry Potter dining hall that my mom put together, the puzzle. I just love that it's there. It's so pretty. I love it so much. But anyways, so that was actually not the reason I picked up my camera. My reason for picking up the camera was to tell you guys that I'm thinking about having a goal where every single month I read at least one literary classic. So for me, classics is something that I just love. I love, love, love classics. They're fun to read. I only can think of one that I did not like, and that was Grapes of Wrath by John Steinbeck. I did not like that one. That one was a struggle, and I remember reading it my senior year, and my mom literally had to like force me to read it. I hated it. I hated it. And I was just bored, and I didn't like it. It was just not my thing. So I'm sitting here looking at my bookshelf right now, and I've got Wuthering Heights, which I've already read, but I'm determined to reread because that was also a book that I feel like I would enjoy more if I wasn't required to read it. And I read it on, I think it was like either Thanksgiving or Christmas, and I only had like a couple weeks or a couple days before school was over for break, and I was like not wanting to read it, so I was like, ugh, I don't want to do this, but I want to reread that. I've got The Catcher in the Rye, Jane Eyre, Sensibility, Dracula, Persuasion, Emma, Little Women. I've got Moby Dick. I've got The Great Gatsby. I've got Gone with the Wind. I've got Huckleberry Finn, Scarlet Letter, some more. Just all here waiting to be read, and I realize that I really need to make myself read these. And the thing is, it's not that I don't want to read them, it's just that sometimes, you know, the thing about classics is because they were written such a long time ago, sometimes it's hard to get through them because of the language. Like, it's not modern day language, and that's my problem I have anyways, that it takes me a lot longer to read because I'm sitting here looking at some of the words they're using, and I'm like, what does that mean? And I find myself looking up a lot of stuff or doing research on a certain topic that, or a certain part of government that I'm just not familiar with so I can understand the story better. But I've ultimately decided, I think, that this month I'm going to be reading The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. I really am wanting to read this mainly because of Leonardo DiCaprio. I want to see that movie. I've not watched The Great Gatsby with him in it because I have not read the book. And I told myself you're not allowed to watch it until you read that book. It's 122 pages. It's not going to take me any time to read. And I might read this during my readathon because it's short, and I will say that I've got through at least one book. I don't know yet, but I am going to read this month for sure. If I don't, hold me accountable, tell me to read it. That's what I love about these videos too. When I say I'm going to read something, I have people that can be like, hey, read this, like, now. So yeah, and also I have my mother, who also is very much a motivation for me. But Leonardo DiCaprio is definitely my big motivation for this because he is like my one and my only celebrity crush that I think I've ever had. No, wait. In elementary school, I had a crush on Joe Jonas. That was short-lived, though. After just, I don't know, I just lost interest. I think I liked him just because of Camp Rock. And it's so long ago. I feel so old. Camp Rock. Oh my gosh, that was so long ago. Anyways, that's the reason I liked him. But after that movie came out about a month later, I was over it. But like, I was never like obsessed with like Justin Bieber or like the people from One Direction. I don't even know. Like, the only one I think I know is Zayn, and I actually find attractive. I just am not like, I don't know. I've just never been like, I don't like drool over these like male celebrities that everybody does. Like in the Vine stars, whoever they are, like, who were Vine stars that everybody in my school liked? Like Nash Greer, Cameron Dallas. Those are the only two that come to mind. I was never like, oh my god, like they're so, like, no, never. And I find that if I do have a celebrity crush, it's somebody much older than me, like Leonardo DiCaprio, and they have to have depth. Like, Leo cares about the environment, he cares about politics, he's just a nice, well-rounded person. He's not just a really good-looking guy, so those things matter to me. But he is, so far, the only celebrity crush that I've ever had, so like, watching Wolf of Wall Street is my favorite thing to do. I have seen that 3.5-hour movie more times than I am proud of. I watched it once 3 times in one day because I loved it so much. But anyways, this is 7 minutes. I need to get off of here, but I'm going to go ahead and start reading again. I think I feel better enough to read. Hopefully the next time I update you guys, I will be done with this book, or almost done. So I will see you guys later. Bye. It's a Sunday afternoon. I'm reading my book. And it's raining. This is just so peaceful. And this is my perfect type of day. Sitting in bed on a super cloudy, rainy day, reading. I'm so at peace right now. I'm so calm. I love when it rains. I just heard the rain and I was like, I've got to vlog. I've got to show my appreciation for how much I love rainy days, because I know a lot of people don't like rainy days, but if you're an introverted reader like me, rainy days are perfect. So I'm going to continue reading. Just wanted to share my appreciation with the fact that it's raining. But yeah. Guys, bye. So it is like 10 o'clock at night, and I have finished, where is it? It's right here. I have finished Hunting Prince Dracula. It's a 5 out of 5 stars. It is so, so good. I absolutely love this series, and I cannot wait for Escaping Houdini to come out in September. I'm like so excited, and I heard she just got signed for a 4th book. I guess this will be the last one in the series, which makes me so sad, but it is just like one of the best series that I've ever read. I love the female character in this. The romance in it is so good and not at all cringeworthy. It's healthy. I love it. I absolutely love this book. So, so good. It's got mystery and gore. Oh my god, it's perfect. And this book, in my opinion, is better than the first one, just because of the mystery and the ending, all of it. all of it was just so good. So, strongly recommend it. My mom also finished tonight the audiobook for Talking as Fast as You Can by Lauren Graham. She is so excited for me to read this, and I'm excited to read it as well. So now I'm sitting here trying to figure out what I'm going to read next. And right now, my number one choice is Love Life and the List. I'm just kind of in the mood for something a little light after reading that book, and that's just what I'm kind of in the mood for. I also can read Anna and the French Kiss, except I kind of really don't want to because this book bores me, and I could read Melt. I need to finish this, but also a little too much heavy topic in that. I've got City of Bones, I've got Gemina, but those are just a little too action-filled for me right now. I just kind of want something really lax, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to go with this. But I'm going to go ahead and end the vlog today. I'll let you guys know in tomorrow's vlog what I decide to do. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please subscribe, like this video if you want to, and tell me in the comments what books you are reading right now or what you want to read, or if you're in a reading slump. We've all been in reading slumps. They suck. But I will see you guys in the next vlog. Bye.